Greetings dear listeners, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Oliver the Time Traveler. We're delighted to have you join us once again on this extraordinary journey through time and space. As we embark on this chapter of Oliver's Odyssey, we find ourselves returning to a pivotal moment, one where Oliver stands on the deck of the Flying Dutchman, amidst the aftermath of a mighty storm, bearing witness to a conversation between Captain Van der Decken and the formidable god of thunder and lightning, Zeus. But, without further ado, let's delve right back into the heart of the tale, where the threads of destiny intertwine and the echoes of history beckon us forward. On the tranquil deck of the Flying Dutchman, Oliver stands like a silent audience to the exchange between Captain Van der Decken and the formidable Zeus. His ears, finely tuned, catch fragments of their dialogue as the words are carried on the wind. As the conversation unfolds, Oliver becomes attuned to the subtleties of their speech. He listens as Zeus's powerful voice carries tales of upheaval and the threads that bind the tapestry of existence. The captain responds with a blend of respect and companionship, sharing stories that reach far back through ages. Yet, amidst the discussion, a single phrase strikes Oliver's ears, a reference to their last game of chess. In the midst of this fascinating encounter, Zeus and Captain Van der Decken chat about a memorable chess game they once played. They express their eagerness to find a new spot for their next match. The words conjure an image of divine and mortal figures locked in a contest that transcends the limitations of time. It's a realization that etches upon Oliver's mind. The relationship between Van der Decken and Zeus stretches beyond the boundaries of mere lifetimes. And they both love to play chess. As Oliver absorbs this revelation, he begins to grasp that the captain's connection with Zeus spans beyond the roles they play, a bond that bridges the gap between myth and reality, friendship and respect. Suddenly, Oliver notices a subtle shift in the atmosphere, a pause, an interruption that Oliver senses before understanding its cause. His gaze follows Zeus's, the god's imposing presence merging with the very elements around him. Zeus, the master of storms and skies, stands still, his eyes focused on a point in the distance. The conversation fades into the background, the silence holds a weight of expectancy. Oliver's heart races in rhythm with the moment, his curiosity ignited as he scans the horizon, hoping to decipher what has seized the god's attention. Nature itself seems to come alive, a message carried by the breeze. Zeus's gaze locks onto a distant spot, his expression focused as though translating a message whispered by the air. The god's words, a blend of admission and explanation, convey that Hero's mood has shifted. The storm was a reflection of her disquiet, a tumultuous expression of her discontent. Zeus explains that his wife Hera wasn't pleased. He takes a moment to elucidate the dynamics that underlie Hera's emotions. In a tone that reveals the complexities of divine relationships, Zeus shares that Hero's displeasure is most pronounced when he steps into the realm of mortals. His actions, even those intended to guide or protect, often disrupt the delicate balance of their lives. Oliver and the captain absorb the essence of this insight, a glimpse into the multifaceted dance between gods and mortals. This interplay illustrates how even the subtlest of actions can send waves of consequence, stirring emotions both divine and earthly. Now, however, the skies have cleared, and her mood has lifted. Oliver imagines the constellations themselves dancing with newfound joy, as the heavens embrace tranquility once more. In this delicate moment, Oliver senses the connection between gods and mortals. Suddenly, as if summoned by the very mention of her name, Hera emerges, a luminous figure floating serenely beside Zeus. The goddess of marriage and family exudes an aura of ethereal grace, her presence at once commanding and mesmerizing. It seems that her face still looks a bit cold when she looks at Zeus. Hera's attention turns towards Captain Van der Decken. With a regal inclination of her head and a smile that carries the weight of ages, she acknowledges the captain's presence. The connection between them, forged by time and a shared understanding, seems to resonate beyond the ordinary realm. With sincerity, she addresses the captain, expressing her apology for the storm's turmoil that might have affected him. The air carries her words, a blend of divine acknowledgement and mortal consideration, as their connection spans both the celestial and earthly realms. With a genial smile, Captain Van der Decken warmly greets Hera. His expression is a blend of respect and friendliness as he acknowledges the goddess's presence. In response to her apology, he chuckles lightly and reassures her that the storm posed no inconvenience at all. He explains, with a twinkle in his eye, that he loves navigating the tumultuous waves and riding the wings of storms. The captain's words carry a sense of light-hearted acceptance, bridging the gap between the divine and the earthly with a touch of sailor's humor. With a gaze that holds a blend of kindness and cosmic awareness, Hera turns her attention towards Oliver. A warm smile graces her lips as she extends her greeting. In a voice that resonates like the wind whispering through ancient trees, Hera addresses Oliver directly. Her words, a balm to his uncertainties, ripple through the air. Oliver, she says, there is no need for worry, for you are under the watchful eyes of forces that transcend the boundaries of time and space. She shares that while the future remains shrouded in mystery, Oliver is treading a path that aligns with the grand tapestry of destiny. Her words hold a promise that his journey, guided by unseen hands, is leading him along the right course, even when the path ahead remains unclear. As Hera's words resonate, Oliver feels a surge of both comfort and wonder. In a heartbeat, the tranquility of the ocean is shattered by a dramatic interruption. From the other side of the ship, a cacophony of noise erupts, as if the very waters themselves are stirred into a frenzy. The gentle ripples give way to a tumultuous upheaval, and before Oliver can fully grasp what is happening, a series of massive waves begin to roll away from the vessel, like the exhaled breath of a colossal entity. Emerging from the depths, a figure appears, a being of imposing stature who commands both space and sound. The water cascades from the entity's form, creating a symphony of splashes and echoes that reverberate across the ship. Oliver's heart quickens in response to this unexpected spectacle. With a voice that resonates like thunder, the figure belts out a resounding, "Hello there." The sound carries with it a raw energy, a force of nature channeled into a single word. It's as if the very elements conspire to magnify this greeting, turning it into a proclamation that cannot be ignored. As the waves subside, the form of the entity becomes clearer. A giant, a true titan of the deep, stands before them, exuding an air of primal power. Oliver's senses are overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of this presence, by the sensation of being in the presence of a being that transcends the ordinary. Emerged from the ocean's embrace, the figure stands tall and commanding, a trident held firmly in his grip. His presence is a fusion of strength and grace, a testament to his domain over the depths. With a voice that resonates like the rhythm of tides, he greets Zeus with a heartfelt, "Hello, brother." As his gaze turns to Hera, the figure's expression softens, and a gentle smile plays upon his lips. In a voice as soothing as the ocean's whispers, he greets her with warmth, acknowledging her presence as a fellow immortal. With a warm smile that mirrors the play of waves on a tranquil shore, he greets the captain with genuine affection. Their exchange is a testament to the timeless bonds that unite those who navigate both celestial realms and earthly waters. However, as the figure's eyes sweep the scene, they come to a halt upon Oliver. His demeanor shifts slightly, a blend of curiosity and consideration as he regards Oliver. With a voice that resonates like the ebb and flow of tides, he introduces himself to Oliver as Poseidon, the god of the seas and waters. His words carry a weight that transcends mortal comprehension, a declaration of his divine identity. A warm smile touches Poseidon's lips as he addresses Oliver directly. His gaze, a reflection of age-old wisdom, holds a gentle understanding as he acknowledges their meeting. But beneath his words lies a note of guidance. In words that echo with both authority and compassion, Poseidon advises Oliver to heed the watchers who traverse the strands of fate. He hints at the presence of cosmic observers, guardians of destinies intertwined with the mortal realm. With a subtle nod towards Zeus, Poseidon's gaze shifts to Hera, his eyes holding a hint of playfulness as he attempts to convey a message. "Ah, my sister," Poseidon begins, his tone carrying a lightness that contrasts with his imposing presence. "You might find it amusing to know that your dear husband Zeus paid me a visit at my realm yesterday evening." Hera's gaze meets Poseidon's with a subtle gleam of recognition, her expression a mix of knowing and playful acknowledgement. In response to his revelation, she responds with a knowing smile of her own, her voice carrying a touch of lightness. "I'm well aware," Hera replies, her tone a blend of amusement and understanding. It seems Zeus decided to venture beyond the celestial pub amongst the stars this time. She lets out a soft chuckle, the shared sentiment between them apparent. As she continues, her voice holds a note of candidness. "For a while, everything was hushed, and I confess, I had no inkling of his whereabouts." Her words reflect a mixture of bemusement and the challenges that come with being the consort of the king of gods. With a light-hearted sigh of relief, Hera's smile deepens as she responds to Poseidon's revelation. "I must admit, I'm rather relieved that his adventures led him to your realm, dear Poseidon, and not to the celestial pub amongst the stars," she playfully remarks. The tension of her concern seems to dissipate, replaced by a sense of shared amusement. Hera's gaze takes on a certain fondness, an expression of contentment that underlies her words. "Now that all is well, and our paths have once again intersected, it seems the time has come to part," she says, her tone carrying a touch of wistful acknowledgement. Hera's presence remains a graceful force that fills the atmosphere. With a gentle inclination of her head, she bids her farewell to the captain and Poseidon. Her gaze finds Zeus, and with a nod that carries both respect and a hint of shared understanding, she conveys a message meant only for him. "Remember, dinner is served promptly at 6, Hera addresses Zeus, her voice a melodic reminder that holds a touch of fondness. The words bear the weight of familiarity, a ritual that spans the ages and ties them to both the mundane and the divine. Turning her attention to Oliver, her smile radiates warmth and a kind recognition. With a glance that speaks of appreciation for his presence, she imparts a sense of kinship, an acknowledgement that their paths have crossed in the tapestry of destiny. And then, like a whisper carried on sunlight and air, Hera begins to fade away. The ethereal figure dissolves into shimmering light, leaving behind the lingering traces of her wisdom and grace. Her departure is both graceful and mysterious. With the departure of Hera, Oliver finds himself in the company of Zeus, Captain Van der Decken, and Poseidon. The air takes on a sense of camaraderie, an unspoken connection that binds these figures together. As if following an age-old script, the three men huddle closer, their voices lowering into a hushed whisper that carries a language unfamiliar to Oliver's ears. The cadence of their speech, a symphony of murmurs and undertones, weaves a shroud of mystery around them. Oliver, a spectator to this exchange, is left to ponder the intricacies of their interactions. Their words, though unintelligible to him, bear the weight of shared history, cosmic knowledge, and unspoken understandings. The trio of Zeus, Captain Van der Decken, and Poseidon remains ensconced in their hushed conversation, their voices weaving words that are beyond Oliver's grasp. As their dialogue unfolds, there's an air of camaraderie and purpose that envelops them, an unspoken understanding that hints at the depths of their shared experiences and cosmic knowledge. Oliver, standing on the fringes of this exchange, senses that there's more to their conversation than meets the eye. Occasionally, their glances sweep in his direction, like fleeting glimmers of intent that hint at a plan taking shape. Their eyes hold a certain gravity, as if they acknowledge his presence as a piece within a larger puzzle. In the midst of this intriguing tableau, an unexplainable impulse surges within Oliver. The watch on his wrist, a conduit to the mysteries of time and space, seems to pulse with a silent invitation. And in that moment, as if guided by some intangible force, Oliver's fingers find their way to the small, red button. As he presses the button, a surge of energy courses through him, the familiar glow of the watch enveloping his senses. The whispers of the divine trio fade into the background, replaced by a sensation of being lifted from the present. The air around him shimmers and blurs, and as the white light embraces him once more, Oliver is transported, leaving behind the enigmatic trio and the aura of their concealed plans. As the luminous white light gradually recedes, Oliver finds himself back in the familiar surroundings of the inn in Hollowbrook. The sensation of transition dissipates, leaving him standing precisely where he had pressed the green button on his watch earlier. With a deep breath, Oliver takes in his surroundings, a sense of wonder and realization settling upon him. The knowledge that he has successfully returned from his celestial voyage fills him with a mixture of awe and determination. The watch on his wrist, a conduit to the realms beyond, serves as a reminder of the possibilities that lie ahead. With a sense of both calm and determination, Oliver moves about the inn's cozy space, finding solace in the simple routines of daily life. He sets a kettle on the stove, the soft hiss of steam mingling with the subtle aroma of tea leaves. As the water heats, he carefully selects a teacup and prepares to steep the leaves, each motion a deliberate act that grounds him in the present moment. As he waits for the tea to steep, Oliver opens his bag, puts the box on the table and opens it again with the key. The soft glow of the 8 celestial maps gently illuminates the room. As he gazes at the celestial maps, Oliver's resolve strengthens. He understands the importance of studying these cosmic charts, of deciphering the intricate constellations that hold the secrets of his journey. The encounter with gods and the whispers of destiny have left an indelible mark, urging him to remain vigilant and cautious against any shadows that might seek to obstruct his path. His gaze drifts through the celestial maps that hover nearby, suspended in a celestial dance. His thoughts dwell on their significance, an understanding that transcends the traditional concept of maps as mere geographical guides. These maps, adorned with constellations and cosmic patterns, hold more than just spatial coordinates. They are gateways to the currents of time itself. He knows that unlocking their secrets will require not only geographical insight but also an understanding of the currents that carry events from one era to another. Sipping his tea, Oliver feels a renewed sense of purpose. The maps before him are portals to realms beyond the terrestrial, a gateway to knowledge that transcends the confines of a single moment. With each sip, he steels his resolve, knowing that within these celestial maps lie the keys to his next journey, one that spans the realms of both space and time. Dear listeners, as we leave Oliver in the quiet embrace of the inn, surrounded by the celestial maps that hold the key to his extraordinary journey, we invite you to join us in the unfolding of this tale. The threads of destiny continue to weave a tapestry that traverses time, space, and the bonds that unite gods and mortals. Thank you for listening and being a part of this adventure, and if you've enjoyed this episode, we kindly ask you to show your support by liking and subscribing to stay updated on Oliver's journey through the cosmos. Until we meet again, may the stars guide your path, and may the mysteries of the universe continue to ignite your imagination.